Well, hello everyone. This is Bama Dig Tab again. I hadn't posted in a while. Of course, haven't been able to get out in a little while, and but finally managed to get out yesterday in between rains. It's raining today, so I can't get out today. But just thought I'd go over the past hunt I was up and just show you what I've actually got. So we'll go over our junk first. Well, it ain't really junk, but I mean they were what I consider keepers. But there's a toy car, the chain around it, toy spoon, little washer, chunk of lid. I don't really know what this is. It's something that came out of the ground. It's a door handle or something. There was a knife. Actually, I found this on a previous hunt. I found a knife, no handle, and an old chain. Look closely at the links, how they're linked together. That actually reminds me of an old keychain that I saw. This right here, I'm not really sure what it is. It's a lump of molten aluminum or something, but it came up very strong. I kept it anyway. Got some other oddities. This actually goes to this right here, and so I don't really know what that is, but it's some kind of something. Head stamp, didn't get any details off of it. It was real deep, real old. Some kind of button, other various forms of stuff. First I thought it was a Chinese coin, but guess what? It's not a Chinese coin, even though it's got Chinese letters on it. This has actually come off a wind chime. I found the other pieces of the wind chime. I did get a compact, which was nice. And I don't even know what this is, but this I dug up on the same trip that I dug the squared thing with the indention in it. It was a different hunt. But that was about all I found on that hunt. So it's some type of bolo or something, I'm not really sure. Some type of decorative something. But anyway, that's it pretty much for that. I found a leaded penny. Man, that thing came out of the ground shining just like that. And I thought, oh my goodness, silver, silver, silver. I was excited, but then, if you'll notice there, the ENT for cents, somebody actually took a penny and coated it with solder. I don't know why they did it. I guess to fool me. So I don't know. But any hues, I'm going to add it to my special collection anyway. Come up with on yesterday's hunt 6 quarters, 4 dimes, and a nickel, and 67 pennies. Come up with a roll of pennies. And now for my good stuff. Wheaties first of all. You know, I always start off with the Wheaties when I'm showing my good stuff. We have here a 1956D, 1951D, 1955D, 1954D, 1955, 1954, I believe, maybe 54, 56. Mine's not what they used to be. 1957D. I got a 1940, 1946, 1940S. I don't find too many S's around here. A 1944 plain, common. 1942 D. 1958 D. A 1931, and I know this is very hard to see. I had to take it, move it around, adjust it in the light, but it ended up being a 1931 S. So I'm going to try to get as close in on it and zoom in on it as close as possible. See if it'll zoom or focus. It's having difficulty focusing. Not gonna do it. Anyway, 1931, I believe it's an S, 1931 S. And then, from the best I can determine, this is a I want to say 27D. The camera may tell a different story. If it does, then you guys will see what it really is. Sometimes this camera really zooms in on it. And that's the date on that. I also found this really interesting thing. It's a US button. It's about the size of a $half. You can see the S, very corroded, and part of the U. It's a US button. There's this place on the back of it. It's got the little twist thing on it. And it kind of fell apart and broke off. So kind of put it back on, but this looks like where it had the little twist, threaded twist thing that through the years has rotted away. But it is definitely a US button. I don't know how old it is. It's hard to get detail out of it. There's no dot after the U or after the S, which would indicate to me that it's possibly Civil War era, maybe. The area that I was at, really the house dated back to the early part of the century. It could have been there before, I don't know. But the land has been around for a long time. And so it's old. I found some very old stuff there. So anyway, US button. If anybody that's a Civil War buff or World War I buff, please let me know. I know it probably comes either from the Civil War or World War I. It's either United States or Union States, so I don't know. But just let me know if you know anything. There is also a tax token, seen plenty of those. And for my silver, 1947 Rosie. If you'll notice, that's a rusty stain on it. When I found this dime, there was a nail laying right on top of it. This dime did not come up as a dime at all. It came up as a zinc penny. I dig everything. Zinc pennies, bottle caps, all the way down to nickel range. I leave nothing. Had I not dug the zinc signal, I would not have recovered my 55th silver dime of the year. It is my number 55 is a Roosevelt, 1947, with no mint mark. And so anyway, this is my finds. I ended up with 14 wheat pennies, a US button, and a silver 1947 Roosevelt, along with my pile of clad, my penny covered in solder, and a number of other things. But anyway, I'll just give you a wide spread on everything that I found. And that would be it, including my good stuff. So anyway, this is Bama Dig Tab. God bless and happy hunting.